appreciate it so much. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever in your life, you felt like entitled or something owed to you, which rightfully could be, but you feel like, hey, because of who I am, because of what I do, um, it should just happen for me. It should just be given to me. I don't have to put in any effort. I don't have to put in any time to grow and be transformed. I just ought to do it, and automatically the results should happen without ever becoming the person. Well, today, I want to encourage you with this message of it's up to you. This comes, of course, from my own personal testimony. As you go through life and grow through life, yes, there's things that you want to happen, and you want them to happen like yesterday. There's some things you desire to happen. You want the fruit or the result of things to happen that you think because you may have seen your friend or seen someone else, and you're like, hey, I want that for me, or I want what they have, but you don't understand the price they paid. You don't understand what happened in the dark for whatever it is that you see in the light. And so you covet or want the results, but you really don't necessarily understand the price, the value, or the transformation that really took place that was inconvenient and discomforting. You really didn't understand that. You just saw what you see on the surface and you wanted that for you. Have you been like that? Real talk, I've been like that myself. In fact, I've seen people I looked up to, uh, and respected what they did, respected what they do, and I'm like, man, that should be me. I want that for me. But what I didn't realize was that they're graced for that. I wasn't graced for that. And I believe in a world right now that wants top level or the appearance of success, and it's easier to be a copy today than it is to be an original. People want something quickly rather than doing the deep work underneath the ground to become that person that leads to the transformation that what you see above the ground. So yeah, I say that a lot, but I really mean it because I realize that the transformation or what I'm believing for is not even up to God. It's really up to me through my decision. See, God's already done his part. He said he was giving us all things that pertain to life and godliness, right? So if he's given that to us, then that means obviously it's there for us to receive, but we have to be in alignment for the assignment to unlock it, right? Said a mouthful right there, alignment for the assignment to unlock it. A thing, you see, it's so easy to want the thing, but then we avoid the process to develop to be able to steward or govern the thing. And when I say it's up to you, not only in the process of growing, are you going to go through some discomforts, but the thing is, you got to be willing to make a decision even when it doesn't feel comfortable to do what you must, so that now you are positioned for God to use you to bless the people you're called to help them. Somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's waiting on you to become who God originally designed you to be. You are the prayer that someone has prayed for years. And when you and I don't show up, we actually hurt the people we're called to help grow up. And how can they grow up if we don't show up? And so the point I want to make to you today is it's really up to you. It's not up to somebody else and what they did to you. It's not up to somebody else and what they may not have done for you. And sometimes we have the tendency to blame God because we think, and if you were like me, at one time I did that, I blamed him because I was like, well, you're all powerful, you're all knowing, so why would you allow this to happen? When in fact, it was my responsibility to expand my capacity to be able to handle and steward whatever challenge came my way. You see, the thing is, the challenges come. Yes, I think they come. We think we don't like how they feel, but the challenges are really there to let us know that when we can solve this problem, it positions us to be promoted to handle more. I believe we've been trained at times to look for, to avoid problems when in fact we should look for problems that we've been assigned to solve. When you look for that problem or allow God to lead you to the problems that are already around you, I mean, the very thing you're praying for is there looking you in your face. It's just packaged in a way that you don't want to believe. Yeah. In other words, you're praying for the fruit, but you've been given a problem. And the problem you think is something bad, but the problem really is to help you go within and dig out the solution that was already there to solve it. And if you're like me, I was used to people giving me, and I had to learn how to create the value that then could impact the people and attract the resource. Instead of someone giving me the resource, I learned how to become resourceful and create value that blesses people and that attracts the resource. Hey, good to see y'all. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, look, I believe wholeheartedly when it's up to you, you will not allow excuses to steal your future. I believe when it's up to you, you will not allow someone else's insecurity to take or rob you of the future that's designed for you. Sometimes we allow people who are who are not sure about who they are to rob us of who we are designed to be. And my friend, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that it's up to you. This is why you have to be very careful about who you allow in your circle. You have to be very careful about who you allow in your ear. You have to be very careful about what you even allow your eyes and your ears to be exposed to. Why? Because your eyes and your ears are the eye gates to your soul. And so whatever the soul continues to see consistently, that is what becomes. Have you ever noticed that in the process of transformation, you are a spirit, you have a soul, you live in a physical body. So when you're born again, you're going to actually have your spirit man awakened. But here's the thing, your soul has to be transformed and be renewed daily. According to Romans chapter 12, verse 2, where it says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing, not the renewed, but the renewing of your mind. So your mind is constantly being renewed. Why? Because there are some old habits, some old things, some things you've been exposed to, your soul has been exposed to, that now must be dealt with, that have come up to the surface, and now you have to commit to the process of transformation consistently to overthrow that which had been planted in your mind unconsciously. What do I mean by that? Unconscious. In other words, when you didn't know, there were things penetrating your mind and you didn't think they were harmful, or you didn't think much about it. And so you just kept getting exposed and exposed and exposed. So they broke past your consciousness and got to your subconscious, which is really your philosophy, your beliefs. And so therefore, if something penetrates and goes to your beliefs, then now it becomes rooted. And so now you got to actually uproot the very thing that was the stronghold keeping you down. I believe this is helping somebody right now. Somebody has been looking for someone else to rescue them, when in fact, God is the one that is empowering you to be the rescuer he can work through to impact other people. And as he does that, watch how your life transforms. Yeah, you're going from I need a hand out to I need a hand up. In other words, no, let me change that. You're going from I need a hand out to, oh, I received the hand up because I have the hand up to help other people get up. You see, you realize that instead of being a taker, you're transformed into a giver, because when you give, you understand that giving makes room for the living. You see, I understand that it's up to me in my decision Okay, so I have to decide, right? Because when I'm indecisive or when I don't decide, I've already decided. But I have to decide. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you on this quick live, I'm going to give you 4 things I believe that were revealed to me. Now, technically, I was supposed to do something else. I had notes prepared to do another particular teaching or a video, but I was convicted to do this here. And this is why it's so important that I pray before I come on, because I know what we can have planned and God can give you that. But what may be needed at the moment may not be that which you planned right then, but maybe for some other time. So this word today for you, it's up to you, is for you. And I want to give you, I believe, 4 keys that I just wrote down, got downloaded to me to share with you. There are 4 things that it's up to you that you must do. Number 1, you got to change your thinking. Change the way you think. Your thought life impacts your emotions, and your emotions impact the results that your body, or the things that your body does from the thoughts. So the next time that you're in a very tough battle emotionally, begin to think about what thought is it that is stealing from me? What thought is it that's making me feel this way that I'm feeling emotionally right now? Change your thinking. And then number 2, change your habits. Because once the thoughts are transformed from your identity, from who you are, it positions you to do the work, which becomes a repeatable habit. Number 2, change your habits. That's a consistent action that's done from who you are that leads you to the destination that you've been designed to on the journey. So number 1, change your thinking. Number 2, change your habits. Number 3, guard your heart. Number 3, guard your heart. Number 1, change your thinking. Number 2, change your habits. Number 3, guard your heart. And really, when I look at heart, not just the physical heart, but really heart there really means mind, or soul, mind, will, intellect, emotions, right? Guard that. And I already kind of alluded to it now, because think about it. Whatever you watch and whatever you listen to, it penetrates your soul. So that's why you have to be very careful or very mindful of what you're exposed to, because whatever you're exposed to consistently becomes your reality. All right. And so you got to change or guard your heart from things that are contamination, that are not really designed to help you, but are really designed to trick you, designed to deceive you. And look, you have to guard your heart against even good feeling temptations. Now, we're on social media. I appreciate you being here on YouTube. Thank you. But what I mean by that is sometimes the social media can be a distraction because we haven't set the intention to be focused. But when the intention to be focused is set, you can utilize social media to tune into things that are going to build you up, not distract you from your assignment. Yeah. So you have to dictate to the algorithm, because it's going to feed you more of what you already watch. So you have to make the decision. It's up to you to change that. And once you change that, then now you're able to focus and be more impactful. Because the greatest weapon I believe the enemy uses now, especially since 2020, is distraction. Because if he cannot defeat you, he uses tools to distract you. But when you're focused, now you can have the wisdom and the grace from God to leverage those tools to expand what it is you've been assigned to do. You can leverage those tools to build, right? So number 3, guard your heart. And then number 4, guard your mouth. Guard your mouth. You have to guard your mouth because what you say, there's death and life in what you say, in your tongue. Proverbs 18 verse 21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So whatever you say unlocks what you think or what you've been constantly thinking. This is why the enemy does an amazing job of bombarding our thoughts constantly with one thing after another after another. Why? He's bombarding us because he wants to pressure us to say the wrong thing, to activate or keep us further in a deeper hole that we've already dug, a trap that he indirectly set to keep us bound. I'm telling you, it's important to guard your mouth, even from people who have offended you, even from people who are coming to you with garbage, talking about other people. You have to guard your mouth from even saying the wrong things or saying things that could be true. But why would you want to be a gossiper? How can you be a gossiper and then be a blesser? You see, I'm not saying never confront people. I'm not saying don't talk with people who can help you through a situation where you've been offended by someone else. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you have to guard your mouth from speaking from a place of bitterness. If you're offended and your heart is not healed, your soul is not healed, you're going to speak from a place of offense. And if you speak from a place of offense, that word you speak is going to actually more handcuff and imprison you than actually position you to flourish. So guard your mouth. I know it seems like something simple to do, but it's what must be done, because if you don't guard your mouth, then whatever comes out of your mouth will become your reality. This is why you have to guard your heart, guard what you hear and see, because whatever consistently penetrates, now it forces you or it influences, and it's gotten your subconscious so much so, the spirit of your mind, that now you end up saying stuff automatically. So just as it was penetrated in your mind and eyes, the things you're seeing or what you're experiencing, even right now, the reality or whatever you're looking at right now, yes, it may be saying opposite of what you believe. But here's the thing about it. You have to be the one to make the decision. It's up to you to do your part of planting. You have to do your part to address the income, but you can't control the outcome. And so since you cannot control the outcome, you can only control the income. You have to do that which you can do consistently and believe God to do what you can't. Okay, so with that being said, you have to, for instance, I'll take myself for example. Challenging day to day, right? But here's the thing about it. I had experienced something today, and it took me a while before I even got on here to do the live and the video, because it can be weighing things that you deal with concerning the assignment, even personally. And sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. But here's the thing. I had to press through of me not feeling like doing it to show up right now for you in this video. You see, I realized I was responsible. I can only control what I plant. I don't control when that harvest comes up from what I planted. But if I do my part, I don't know who this message is impacting. I thank y'all for joining me right now. I'm sure it's timely for those of you watching now and those that watch on the replay. But if I allowed what I dealt with to hinder me, I would not have showed up. And if I didn't show up right here, you wouldn't be experiencing or be receiving a blessing right now, because if I didn't show up, there would be no opportunity for you to be transformed. You see, I had to die to how I felt emotionally to be positioned to walk in this assignment to speak to you today about it's up to you. Was this helpful to you today? It was helpful and even relieving for me to share it with you, because technically I was supposed to talk about the wealthy soul part 2, but I believe this was very much needed today. And this is why it's very important, even when you're going through challenges, to listen and hear what God is saying through you. He's always speaking. The question is, are we listening? The thing is, we want, you see, and let me throw this in, and let me share this, and then I'll go. I remember praying recently. I was like asking for certain guidance, and it's like, wow. I was just on a call telling these guys that before I came on here, and I was like, wow, Lord, I'm asking you for help, and you quiet on me. Why? Why are you quiet on me? What's up with the quiet game? But here's what I found. I was looking for him to speak in that particular moment of prayer, or that moment of time, boxing him in that particular area to speak. Do you know, I didn't hear anything when I was in prayer, but as I moved and I did something, then all of a sudden I could hear. I could hear direction, like go here, go there. You see, sometimes we have to be careful, because yes, God wants us to pray. Yes, God wants us to speak to him. But here's the thing about it. We can't pigeonhole him or make him be like, you got to speak to me right here in this time, right now. No, 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 no. See, I'm learning not to just pray in one set time and be done with prayer. No, I'm learning that yes, I take my prayer time, but even as I get up from my prayer time and go through my day, I make myself available and open enough so I can hear what he's saying. I don't just box him into just that particular time of prayer. See what I mean? So I said all that to say that it's up to you. You initiate it. You initiate it, and then God reveals it. But anyway, that's my encouragement to you today, that it's up to you. I pray that this was very helpful to you. Again, I'll go over these 4 keys of it's up to you. And number 1, you got to change your thinking. Number 2, you got to change your habits. Number 3, you got to guard your heart. And number 4, you got to guard your mouth. So if this video was helpful to you, thank you for joining me now. Subscribe to the channel, really would appreciate it. And look, after this video, stay tuned and watch the next video coming up, because I'm sure it's going to be a blessing to you as this one was. And again, thanks. I appreciate you so much. Talk to you next time. Bye.